All right, everyone. So this is our first video of the BigQuery series, and in this video we are going to cover some of the most basic aspects of BigQuery that every absolute beginner must know, right? And remember, I'm not going to cover all the aspects of BigQuery right now in this video, as I don't want to overwhelm you as a beginner by hearing all the concepts of BigQuery right in this one video, right? That's not at all good to start with, right? So as a beginner, whenever you hear the word BigQuery, so the four things must populate into your mind, right? First is you are dealing with massive data warehouse, and to interact with that data warehouse you will be using SQL, that is structured query language. There are so many other tools as well to interact with that, but as an absolute beginner, just stick to structured query language, that is SQL. Third point is this BigQuery is extensively made for or used for data analytics purpose to perform the data analysis, right? And fourth point is this is Google Cloud's serverless service, that is fully managed serverless service. So what do you understand by fully managed or serverless? It means that everything starting from the infrastructure, the compute section, the storage section, the networking aspects, everything will be taken care by Google Cloud. You just start using the service and that's all. And last but not least, most important for examination point of view is this is highly scalable, right? I mean, the BigQuery service is highly scalable. It means that you can scale up your data from gigabytes to terabytes to petabytes in just a matter of seconds or minutes, that too without taking care or worrying about any of the infrastructure aspects, right? So as a beginner, let's park here. I mean, we have covered 5 most important points, but definitely I want to take this gradually, right? I don't want to overwhelm you, not to bring all the thing into one video, right? So at the end of this video, I mean, next we are going to just have a quick look on how the Google Cloud's BigQuery UI console looks like, so that definitely you will get a bit of confidence when we move forward, right? So I'm not going to demonstrate that, neither this is not the UI tour of the BigQuery console, or we are not going to do any of the data creation or pulling the data or pushing the data, something like that, right? Just a simple UI visualization. It means that you just see how the Google Cloud's BigQuery UI console just look like, right? So let's move on to the UI console. All right, everyone. So let's have a quick look on how the BigQuery UI or the BigQuery console looks like from the Google Cloud interface, right? Let me be very clear here that I'm not going to demonstrate how to create the data sets or how to create the table, how to bring the data and so on, right? Neither this is not a UI tour of the BigQuery components, right? So the main purpose of this quick snap or the video is just to make sure that how the Google Cloud's BigQuery looks like for the very first time when you log in, right? So this is not any demonstration, neither this is nothing to do with the BigQuery UI tour and so on, right? So what we'll do, we'll just quickly go to BigQuery screen and just to have a quick glance or just to visualize how the BigQuery screens looks like, because we are absolutely starting as a baby steps, right? For the beginners, this could be very useful so that they will just at least some confidence, right? So when we go on to exploring the BigQuery in upcoming session, right? So you can navigate to BigQuery through 2 ways. From search, you can directly put BigQuery and just click here, or else we have this navigation menu where you can just click on BigQuery service over here, right? So let me open this in a new tab. All right, so this is the BigQuery console when you see for the very first time, right? So there are so many components here, so many buttons, so many links and so many functionality. Do not bother it right now. Just have a quick look on how the stuff how the BigQuery you see for the very first time. right? So the important aspect here you should be knowing is this is a project. Anyhow, I am going to cover that in detail. No need to worry at all. Just listen it or just have a quick glance on that, right? So this is just your project, and inside your project I have two data sets. We will elaborate in detail what data sets are, and then inside the data set we have these tables, right? And this is just a summary of what you have created so far, right? So this is, we have the partition table, we have the tables, we have the data set here, and so on, right? So do not worry, this is just to have a quick glance on how the things looks like, right? So now if I click on any of the table here inside the data sets, then here you can have a quick look on what is the schema of the table, what is the table details, how the table preview, I mean how it looks like. We can see you know, the rows and columns just like your typical RDBMS table, right? And on top of that, we have an option to query it. See, we have it here, we have an option. When you click on the query, it will take you to the console or a query area where you can just query same like your typical SQL, right? So I will just select star from here as a trick. Do not worry right now, and just click on run, so you can get the values or the query results. So this is 100% same to same as using the simple SQL, right? So that's all about in this quick demonstration. We are going to have a very deep dive in all the aspects of BigQuery. Right now, just see it, do not practice it with me right now. Just have a quick look on how the things looks like in BigQuery. So in the next session, we will be exploring more about hierarchy and how to create the data set. I mean, what is a data set, what are tables, and just we'll proceed further. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.